Oh, well, my name's Fox, and until they get named it Fox. Ow. That hurt. Let me just fix my hair real quick. But, welcome back to another 9-Bit Reviews. This time, because I've been doing the Steven Universe reviews, and, well, I just thought I might as well do, another show I've been watching, Wander over Yonder. This is the newest episode, October 5th, 2015. The episodes are, because this has two, I don't want to do two episodes, unless you guys want me to later on down the line, then in that case I'll probably do it. Two episodes, but this is Wander Over Yonder. What was it? The Cool Guy and Catastrophe. Just make sure I sync that up. And I love both these episodes. They're fun. One's a hater episode. Another one's a Wander and Sylvia episode, which I do like. Well, both of them have a message, which is pretty cool. Not really a story. The story, if there is actually a story, because Wander Over Yonder is really kind of like just like Looney Tunes' his style of whatever they want to do, which is awesome. They can do that because they have so many different planets that they can just freaking come up with and just keep going along with whatever adventures they want to have. But although Lord Hater episodes, let me just start with the episodes. The first one was The Cool Guy, which starts off with Hater and Peepers playing with the little character, like the little miniature characters, like the Planet War, and they're planning how to take over another planet. Captain Awesome, I forgot what the fuck his name is, crashes into the ship, literally piercing the head of the freaking Lord Hater's ship. Lord Hater's about to kick the living crap out of him, but then Hater gets sidetracked when Captain Awesome says that he looks cool, that Hater looks awesome, cool, which then Captain Awesome then takes this opportunity to like take Hater and like make him forget about him crashing into his ship, and this basically leads to Hater going with Captain Awesome, leaving Peepers behind to Hater. Captain Awesome saying Peepers lame and Hater were lame for playing with the toys, or that the losers only do that, or the little figures that they use to plan strategies. And then it later goes on. It's basically Hater following I forgot what the fuck his name was. Captain Awesome. I forgot what the fuck his name was. Shark Guy. Following him around, doing all these things, and him always blowing off Peepers' phone calls or whenever wherever Hater wants to call. Captain Awesome saying that's lame or Peepers is lame, and then in the end, Captain Awesome basically gets into something where he makes fun of Peepers, and then it ends pretty well as Hater busts in, electrocutes the crap out of Captain Awesome, and then him and Peepers join back together as best friends. And one thing I do love about this series is the characters are that, like, they have personalities, they have all these things, but then but they're also just like freaking kids. Like Hater's that one guy who wants to be cool, who always tries to look cool or be cool, but then like he's like a nerd at heart kind of style, but he doesn't want to be a nerd, he wants to be the cool guy. So like whenever someone cool like Captain Awesome is cool, quote unquote cool, he goes with him, and then like you get into the whole thing about like this episode is supposed to be all about like peer pressure and bullying, stuff like that. Captain Awesome peer pressuring Hater or like peer pressuring him and stuff like that. Bullying bullying Peepers, putting your like actual friends to the side just to go with a new cooler friend or something like that. And like you see that going wrong, you take this as an analogy for bullying, which is basically it is supposed to be something like that. Bullying, know who your true friends are, and stuff like that. That's basically what this episode's about. I did like. I knew how it was going. I basically knew where it was somewhat going. Although I thought the ending was going to be like Captain Awesome taking over the planet that they were trying to conquer in the end, but luckily enough that didn't happen. Hater, of course, Hater gets back with Peepers and they go back to playing with the toys and stuff like that. It's fun. One thing I do love about this is like Like how should I say this? Like it's not only, even though the show is called Wander over Yonder, most likely I'm saying like, okay, Wander's the main character. He is the main character, but he also isn't. Like he's the main character with Sylvia, and then there's the Hater episodes where it's Hater with Peepers. There's always the two friends who are best friends. We really don't know how they all got together. I don't believe they've said yet, but they don't know how they got together. You can kind of piece together somewhat a little bit later on down the line. Like, you can kind of guess that maybe, like, Sylvia was... Well, one, you already know that Sylvia was somewhat of a criminal in the past. Kind of similar to Jake, now that I think about it. But, from Adventure Time. But Sylvia was a criminal in the past, and then Wander most likely came and gave her a second chance, and she's been with him ever since. Peepers, I would say... Hater was probably, because Hater has shown a lot of things, like being like the 80s nerd, and I say 80s nerd in a sense like he was bullied. He's like that bully who like is a bully because he was bullied. Basically, is kind of what Hater is, and I say 80s because you see that majority in like older movies like that, stuff like that. But 80s, 90s, stuff like that. I've been watching a lot of Nostalgia Critic, Cinema Snob, and, well, Tower of the Fourth Wall really not 80s, because he's 90s, yeah. But, yeah, so I kind of have a reference of 80s-ish from those perspective, and also all the movies and stuff I've watched back then. I used to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. But, what was it? Yeah, like, you can feel like that. Like, I feel like both Haters and Peepers were the nerds back in their day. They were nerds. They were the uncool kids, stuff like that. And they together grew a bond of friendship through that, and then rose up to what they are now. Like, I feel like that's like, if Sylvia was the criminal who was a criminal who was turning to become a good guy, and Wander was the one who gave her that second chance to become good, Peepers and Hater are two nerds, two people who were outcasts who banded together and created this empire together to protect, to basically help one another and become the strong people they want to be. That's how I see that one. I love that episode. And also, there's the point where, like, Captain Austin's making fun of Peepers and saying, "Oh, you're a nerd." And he's like, "Well, nerds know what they're thinking and doing all this stuff and know what they're planning and stuff like that." Like, yeah, that's nice and all. That is nice, stuff like that. You know, tell kids all that stuff. Like, oh, well, you're not bad to be a nerd. It's not bad to be smart and stuff like that. It's true. Of course, I saw it coming, but still, I liked it, and I did love, in the end, Hater standing up for Peepers and kicking the crap out of Captain Awesome. Although you don't really see it, but you just see like him just running at him with electricity, and and Hater's like, "Man, that's cool." And then you just see him like with a toy punching Hater punching the toy on top of Captain Awesome figure. It was pretty funny. But yeah, and it does get a little depressing with Peepers. With Peepers talking, not Peepers talking, but like him by himself, like saying, "I don't need him," and stuff like that. And it's just, it was good. I liked it. You saw Peepers, like, you see that they are half good friends. Peepers having probably more value on their friendship than Hater. And, well, no, I think Hater does know the value of his friendship. He just really wants to be cool. He really wants to be this. And then, again, that goes into the whole don't be peer pressure, know who your true friends are, and stuff like that. Alright. Well, that was the cool guy. And then the second episode is Catastrophe, which, if you can't guess from the beginning, Catastrophe, you won't know that, well, it's about a cat. And if you've been watching the series, you know about, what's it, Miss Goodentown? I don't freaking know what the fudge his or her name is. It's that freaking cat that always talks with a lisp. My gosh, that freaking cat. It feels freaking stupid. But that cat, that little cat assassin's back. Goody, I forgot what the fudge the cat's name is. But, the cute cat. Basically, this is another one of the, like, episode trying to tell you something. This one, Wander and Sylvia go to this one place to go see jellyfish migrations, but Wander gets sidetracked looking at all these souvenirs and stuff, and then finds this little iPhone type stick in like one of these vending machines that nonstop plays cat videos. And so Sylvia buys him one, and this is keeping his attention. He's like, ooh, instead of him being spastic running around, he's following this, he's just watching this thing, but he's not looking where he's going, almost get hit by cars and stuff like that. Sylvia has to try to direct him as they're trying to get to this thing. Then they find out, then when Sylvia finally pulls the phone out of Wanda's hands, she looks at it and then sees that it's that cat, the cute cat. And so they go to try to stop her. Well, the cute cat's doing like everything that you see from a cat on the internet, like playing the piano, tripping, jumping into a fishbowl and crap like that. It's the generic internet cat cuteness thing. They're basically parroting that. That's what they are parroting. That's what they're parroting. They're making fun of that. Which later on he goes on. Then they go to fight. They go to the cat because the cat's now demanding all of his followers, his or her followers, because they're all mesmerized by the cuteness, to give her money. And then they go in there. Sylvia has to verse the cat in basically viral crap, where the cat's trying to do cute cat things while Sylvia is hurting herself to try to break the spell of the cat's cuteness. In the end, Sylvia wins. The cat, Wander and Sylvia leave. The cat wants revenge, and then in the end, both Sylvia and the cat are forgotten for a turtle that's eating a pancake. Of course, and then in the end, they do miss the jellyfish thing, like leaving the planet, but then they catch up to it in space, and then they have a good time. Wander says they're sorry and take an imaginary selfie with their hand like this. A memory selfie. And then that's the end of the episode. Sylvia saying it's a keeper, and then that's the end of the episode. This one was fun. I liked it. It's kind of funny seeing it was basically making fun of the internet things of like videos of people hurting themselves, which is Sylvia's doing, and then things like the cat videos and stuff like that, and the turtles. I liked this. Was fun again. I really didn't. I kind of knew that. I was like watching the cat thing, like, okay, there's the cat, but like you really don't see the cat until like later on. But like it could be the cat, couldn't be, but then you later on know it is. But this is a fun episode. Of course, it's another one telling stories. Basically, this one saying, watch where you're going. Don't always look at your phone, or don't live your life through the screen, through your phone. Don't live your life just there. Go out and have fun. Watch the outside world, which I agree with that in a sense that I do majority of what I do when I get to the house, if I'm not recording videos for YouTube. Sorry about that. A little cut there. But if I'm not writing scripts, writing stories and stuff like that, I am trying to work on. Hold on a second, I just need to write something down. I'm trying to work on different things. If I'm not doing that stuff, I'm then watching videos on my phone. One, mostly because for some reason YouTube videos don't pop up on my YouTube channel. Not my YouTube channel, my computer. So I watch them on my phone. Plus, it's a lot faster, especially if I'm rendering something, because something's rendering. It takes up like 99% of my CPU. So I'm mostly I do watch my phone and stuff like that. If I'm stuck in a car somewhere, if I'm stuck in the car, I'm most likely watching my phone. If if no one else around me, or if I don't have the radio on, I'm just watching my stuff on my phone. But if I'm outside, I don't like looking at my phone. It's just something I don't like to do. I'd rather look outside, pay attention to everything. Look at the colors. Look at all the colors instead of the colors in your phone. Like, I'm not like people who like watch their phone or just like Twitter and stuff like that. I have a Twitter. Check the link below for the Twitter to follow up on my channel. But yeah, the Twitter thing and stuff like that. Like they're basically just saying, don't always look at your phone. Don't always just stay with your phone. Basically, look around, have fun, watch things before you miss them, which is kind of like what they're saying. Like, they miss the jellyfish leaving the planet because they're flying jellyfish, but they do catch up for it in space. But it's like, if it's a once in a lifetime thing, you don't want to miss it because you're watching a YouTube video that you can watch later on, or like an update that you can check on later on or stuff like that. Of course, then there's that ghost snap. I think it's Snapchat. I don't know. Picture there, picture gone. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not that up to date on social media. Twitter I just made so that way I can tell every one of you that I don't if something happens to my channel, I don't have to upload a video to the channel that was suspended, which was one angry thing because I couldn't tell you guys. But yeah, that's basically what that episode was about. It was funny. Yeah, the slapstick was pretty good. Again, Wander, like how I said, the characters are like they're kid, like they can have the personality of a kid or something like that. Like Hater being that kind of character, Wander being one with ADD. Wander's like, freaking hilarious. I love it. Wander is freaking awesome. But yeah, like the episode was fun. Both of them having like a message and stuff like that. We're not really like, there is a story to Wander over Yonder. It's probably not as well. Not, I won't say not as detailed. It is somewhat detailed because, of course, we have Lord Hater. Not Lord Hater. Lord Dominator, who like we see in the first episode, but then after that, only popped up like by name every once in a while as the series continues. At least for right now, so we haven't really seen anything about Dominator yet. Other than knowing that Dominator has conquered many worlds, and I don't know when we're gonna get back to him, back to Dominator. I really, really, really want to see what the fudge is gonna happen with Dominator, especially since Dominator is alone so far as we've seen. Like again, Sylvia was Wander and Sylvia, Hater and Peepers. Dominator doesn't seem to have anyone other than the magma droids. I'm gonna call them magma droids because I have no idea what the fuck they're called. The magma droids. Who knows what'll happen later on down the line? I don't think Dominator is gonna become. It would be cool, but I doubt Dominator would get a third or become a third main character in the series, or six technically, because I would say Wander and Sylvia are one team where they get their own cartoons. Hater and Peepers get their own cartoons together. Dominator I see more as the villain towards both of them, who is going to basically be the main antagonist that will either have to like make it to where Hater and Wander are gonna have to join together at some point, or basically just be something that's gonna be the actual main bad guy to them. Like, I want to bring up Adventure. I don't want to bring up Adventure Time again, but I guess I do because I'm going to bring it up. Let's see, because we have Finn and Ice King. Yeah, technically they're supposed to be bad guys. Well, not bad guys. They're enemies toward each other technically, but the Lich is a way worse enemy to fight. So, in a sense, that's kind of how Dominator I feel is. Lord Dominator is kind of like the Lich, to where Wander and Hater are gonna have to join together, which Wander's gonna love. Hater's probably gonna hate, because Hater's gonna hate. They're gonna have to team up and then fight Dominator, or try to defeat Dominator in some way. But yeah, well, we were gone for 20 minutes, but then again, that's about 10 minutes for each episode, so yeah, it's not really that long technically. But those are my thoughts on the episodes. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Tell me what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. Check out all of the videos in the link in the description below. Remember to check out my Twitter that way, or to follow me on Twitter that way. You guys get updates on the channel and stuff like that, and little just things I throw out there every once in a while. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Check out all of the videos, and we will. Also, tell me what you guys think about in the comments below, and we will. See you later.